Good after evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 50 of the Pod of War Gamescast. I'm your host, EOF Gizmo, joined this week, as I always will be, by Massive Das Chris Pengele.
It really number 50.
It's number 50.
Ooh.
And, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, ? It's CW Lanky.
Hello.
Boys, it's been a couple of weeks.
Mm.
It's my fault, I started a new job, so that's going really well.
It's been a long while.
It's been a long while, brother. So we're going to have a bit of a catch-up episode this episode. We're not going to do too many topics. It's episode 50, so we're just going to talk about what we've been playing, what we've been buying, because I suspect some of us, who won't be named, has probably bought and played fair amounts. So
yeah, I was going to say, I haven't got quite 50 games for a pickup.
Chris Pengele, he can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. So let's without further ado, let's start with you, Craigo. Craigo, what have you bought? What have you been playing in this last couple of weeks of fun and love and joy?
So the last time, which feels like an eternity ago, I'm pretty sure I just started Route 96. I think
it's Road 96.
Yeah, it's
Route 96. Route 96.
I think you just done two or three playthroughs or something like that.
Yeah,
I think you got someone killed the last time you mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did one successful run and then failed miserably the second one. I have since finished that and got the completion. It's really good. I really like the concept for this game. It's so unique. The whole kind of roguelike walking sim, kind of learning new things every time actually works really well. I love the fact that depending on what you choose in terms of, it seems to be more on how you choose to do journeys, because you can either go bursing, you can go on the walk, you can hitchhike, you can steal cars. It seems to depend on which stories you'll get, and you'll meet certain characters along the way, and then I think there's about 6 of them that you will meet. And then they would have individual stories, which, like I said, you kind of get randomly depending on what you choose. And I don't think you will necessarily complete them all in one playthrough. So I'd imagine for me and Chris, our playthroughs are actually different, because I probably got 100% for certain characters, and Chris probably got 100% for different ones. So that's kind of cool as well.
Yeah, I can't remember which. I know I definitely got 100% for. I think it's the girl. And then I think I only got 40% as for the reporter woman. Hers was really low.
Yeah, I think mine was low for her as well. I think you have to the girl. I think you have to get 100% on. But I know the 2 robber guys, I got 100% because they're just hilarious. They're brilliant.
They are pretty decent.
It also has some of the the levels you get in it have really cool side games. So it kind of breaks up the walking sim. Some of them are really fun. There's an air hockey. You do some weird shooting in some of them, some driving, some puzzles. So yeah, it's a really good Game Pass game, and it's a easy completion as well. I think there might be a few missables.
Because I obviously played it on. I played it on Switch. What are the achievements / trophies for this? Because it's one of those games where I can see it just being do 5 runs and get the 1000 G, but I could also see it being one where they're quite difficult because you've got to get 100% for the reporter woman. You need to get 100%. So and Sony had to remember the lot combination 4 playthroughs ago or something. So, what is the list like?
It's actually really, really good and quite easy, because there's not that many achievements. I want to say there's less than 15. And there's some really good guides out there which will basically tell you that there's certain missable ones in some of the levels, but they will basically just flag to you, look, when you get to this level, just make sure you don't miss this. There's one which is a collectible one where you have to collect the tapes. We have to get all of the tapes.
Right, yeah.
Which I thought was going to be a pain in the ass, but you can get a lot of the tapes in multiple different levels. So I was looking at a guide, so if a new level popped up, I'd have a quick look. Oh, is there a tape in this level? No, okay, I won't worry too much. But I ended up getting all the tapes after 3 or 4 runs, and I think you have to do 6. So it's not getting the tapes isn't actually as bad as you think it's going to be. Like I said, there's a couple of missable ones in the levels. There's some of them are just get to Road 96 5 times and stuff like that. I think one of them is like you just have to stack the rocks at the end in the cave 3 times. So as long as you remember to do that, and you get to the end, you're fine basically.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, not too bad at all. And then the only other thing I've played is I've started Far Cry 6. Um,
Right.
I want to say about 16 hours in now. Just playing it literally just before we started recording this. Um, it's a hard one to kind of like judge because I think the main kind of meat and bones of the story and the missions are quite kind of just simple and like very kind of like a little bit lazy where it's just like, oh, go here, kill this commander in this like, little fort. Oh, go here and unleash, not unleash, like free these prisoners in this fort. So that's like, the main meat and bones of the story is a little bit dull, but the a lot of the side stuff in this game is really, really good. Um, the side quests are called like Yaran stories, I want to say, and some of them are like fantastic. There's one which is based on Stranger Things, which I did not know about. And when I just stumbled into it, and when the music hits for Stranger Things, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And it's really cool. It's a little bit different. The gameplay's a little bit different to like the normal game. Um, has that kind of whole Stranger Things vibe going on. So that's really cool. There's one where you have to steal a tank and like drive to this big town and just shoot down billboards, which is a bit like Destroy All Humans-y. And even like outside of side quests, they have like races, which are just your old fashioned like arcade races where you get to a checkpoint, you get 7 seconds, you get to another checkpoint, you get another 7 seconds, you got to not run out of time. But because of the difference in the vehicles in the game, they're actually quite fun to do because it literally I use like hovercrafts, flying helicopters, all sorts of things to do these races in. So they're quite cool. Even like the fishing, to be fair, I've been enjoying weirdly just because it's quite chill and relaxing. So yeah, it kind of the stuff where it's outside of the main quest is quite fun just because it's quite silly. I think that's where the game should have gone more towards the silly as opposed to like the kind of the serious kind of tone of the main game. But that's it for what I've been playing. The only thing I've bought is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Have I said that right?
Yeah, Revengeance is correct.
Which is something that I'm guessing we'll talk about a little bit later on. As part of a new series for the channel.
Potentially, yes. Potentially, yeah. Well, that's one that we'll talk about it more when we're ready to talk about it, I think. So not too bad. Then Craig's been his usual Game Pass goodness. Is there anything, before we go on to the other two wonderful people on this, is there anything you're sort of looking forward to playing once you're done with Far Cry, or is it just kind of a see what Game Pass is showing you at that point?
Oh yeah, there's a lot on Game Pass. I think Tinykin, I don't think it's quite out yet, but comes out the next few days.
Yes, so it must be tomorrow then.
Yeah, that looks really good. I think it's Midnight Fight Express, I think it's called, which is out now.
Mm-hmm.
Like a beat 'em up on Game Pass, that looks really good. Grid Legends comes on the 1st. That looks quite interesting, and I haven't played a racing game for a while. So I'll probably give that a go. And then maybe Destroy Humans 2 at some point in amongst all that as well, I'd imagine. So yeah, that's probably my next few weeks.
Cheeky. Well, without further ado, let's move on to Pengy. So Pengy, what are you playing? What have you bought? Should I get a pillow, or am I going to be okay?
You might want to get a pillow when I talk pickups. Yeah, but anyway, from last cast, I think I just started Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I think I was 20-something hours, I want to say like 22, 23. Well, since then, I finished the main story of the game. I also went and got all the heroes, which originally I was just playing the main story, and then I got to like chapter 3, and you get like a silhouette of the heroes on like the hero select screen because you got like a 7th party slot. And it's like, got that one, I've missed one. Because up until that point, they've been part of the story. You've gone to like a base and you've met this commander of the base. They join you for the mission. You get to keep them and you unlock their class and that. I was like, I've missed this character. And some of them like kind of random to come across. Like one of, so I sort of like, where are these characters? So I looked up the guy. Like one of them's just by a river. Like how would you have known that hero is by a river? I don't really know. And so I went back and obviously got like the heroes then and continued the main story. So main story, all 19 heroes are unlocked. Two are unlocked like after you finish the main campaign. So sorry, so got all the heroes. It's like I said, there's 19. There is a gap for a 20th, and the 20th one is coming in the expansion pass. So whatever they're like, whenever that comes. So did all that, and then all the classes only get to like level 10, but you can go beyond that level because you have like stories for the characters. Is that what it's well? If you like you played a Mass Effect or something like that, where you have like story missions for the characters, then you normally unlock like something like that. So I did all them for the main six and like party members, so Noah, Mio, Kion, etc. So I got all their classes up to level 20 as well. Did a few side quests for a couple of the extra party members, and that so I've ended up playing. I think it was just shy of 70 hours. It was something like 68.75 or something like that. So I was so played a lot of that. I know a few people. I played it like Balor on the forum. I think he's put over 150 hours on it. Because he's done like every side quest like known to man of that game. And like on How Long to Beat, I think they got it for like 50 hours. And I think from how I've played it and what I've seen in like reviews, yeah, you mostly could do the fifth game in 50 hours. You've just went for the main game and you've got 10 of the 19 heroes because you've missed 9. You've only just got the like story-based ones and stuff. And there's obviously, like I said, like 150 hours. I could go back and there is more content I could do. Like you can get all the bases ranked up and all that. But yeah, the main story and everything's really good. The ending does tie into Xenoblade and Xenoblade 2, like the director guy said. We don't really need to have that much knowledge of like the prior games. It's a bit Final Fantasy and like that sort of thing, but there is a little bit of connection of there. So yeah, that was a really good game on the Switch. That one.
Has it displaced Triangle Strategy?
It
Is it number
has.
one now?
It is number one for the year, and yeah. So it is really good. So that I'm not sure what will displace it if there's anything else. Like if I play God of War this year, maybe that could possibly displace it for being my game of the year. But you're really good because I remember you like joking, guys joking. I won't even do the hero quests, but I did all them because like they're really interesting with different heroes and get their stories, and it's all like fully voice acted and all all that good stuff. So. And the music's pretty good as well, even though I hear it's the worst of the series for the music, but it's still, really good. So I played that. Then after that, I bought it's a digital only game in the West. It came to Switch week before the PlayStation 4, and that's Shin-Chan and the Professor on My Summer Vacation: The Endless Journey. So it has a very long title. This one it is based sort of on the Shin-Chan anime, which is quite an old anime, and the Summer Vacation series, which is only in Japan, but did have a weird one on the 3DS called Attack on the Friday Monster. I don't know if you remember that one, Dave.
I do not.
No, okay. Well, that was from this. I think I can't remember. They're called Millennium something is the studio. So it's like the summification games, but instead of random boy in them, you're now Chin-Chan from the anime. And it's sort of like a slice of life game, like if you like the slice of life anime genre, like you go on this summification, you meet this wacky professor, hijinks, happen, you gotta save a newspaper, like you wanna go on a date with the intern girl at the newspaper and that, and you just go around catching bugs and doing fishing and helping out the little the townsfolk, and they're like, I need some tomatoes, so you gotta go grow some tomatoes and that. And obviously, it takes over a 7 day period, but as the title implies, it's the endless 7 day thing because it has a story tied into the professor. Um, so I think it took me like 8 or 9 hours to finish like the story because you have like episodes as well with like Shin-chan this day, this week he went and won the rock paper and scissors tournament. Like from going from Xenoblade to this is like completely different in like what the game's trying to achieve. It is much more of a relaxed game. Like I said, there's not really like any fail states or whatever. If the game could go on for well ever, if you don't do the story and try to save the newspaper. So played that on Switch.
Does it have any gameplay, or is it just like a walking?
Well, no, it's not walking
Sim
because you get to go like you go around talking to the NPCs, and they'll be like, "I need tomatoes." So you'll go to the little bit of the farm, and in the back of the farm, there's a bit where you can plant tomatoes. You plant tomatoes, you water the tomatoes, you walk around, you see some bugs, you catch the bugs. That you take photos of the bugs that you've not seen before, and then like some story stuff happens during the game, and then you send them to the newspaper like, oh, I grew the world's biggest tomato, and that goes to the newspaper. That gets your newspaper rating, readership up, and goes towards that. I think you need to get like 4,000 readers or something of that to like do the main sort of like story, if that makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, so so that, like I said, it's a very slice of life sort of game. There is gameplay, but it's like fishing, catching bugs, taking photos, interacting with people, that sort of thing. And there's like a little rock paper scissors mini games, but they're replaced with like collectible cards that are of something in the game that also happens because you have a wacky professor. So wacky things happens as well.
Very cheeky, Pengy. Very cheeky.
Yeah. So played that. And then one of my pickups, well, it's pickup and now it's already since we recorded, being sold on eBay, and it's one of Craig's favourites. He loves saying this game when we ever did what's coming out later in the month. That's Demon Slayer, the Hugh McConey Chronicles, because Craig needs to say it because he obviously used to be the one that used to tell us about this one coming. I picked up the Switch version of it. It is based on obviously the Demon Slayer anime, which I've not watched, but the game takes place for season 1 and the movie. And it's like an arena fighter, like the Naruto games used to be on like the PS3 and 360. I know they still do them, but that was the last time I played one of them. Thing. When from reviews from what I've seen, I just thought it was a fighting game with like you would fight Demon of the Week, then you would have like your cutscene, and then you fight, like a bit like other fighting games. But it's slightly does have slightly more gameplay than that. So I guess it's light spoilers because obviously it's if you've watched the show or the movie, like there's this mansion, and while you're there, you can walk around the mansion, you can interact with the NPCs, and there's like collectibles in the environment, and does have because I didn't think there was any of this sort of bit in there. There's one sort of chapter where you're running through a woods trying to find the demon and stuff. So it has got some bit more gameplay. So like in the woods, you find the demon, then you'd fight the demon, then you would get your your cutscenes, etc. Then process the story, and when you get the collectibles and that, unlocks like little bits of the anime, but like side content, so like the filler from the anime show. So like there's one where you get all the collectibles, you unlock a scene with an udon salesman, for instance, which doesn't really affect the whole main narrative, but is a little bit extra for that. Quite a basic fighting game as well. Like you have a jump, a dodge, a normal attack and you have a special attack, which you have a meter for that. So I can't see it being at like Evo or anything at any time. But then because it's quite simple, it's easy to just get through the campaign. You don't need to be like the best Street Fighter players or something to get through the story. You can, you just got the two sort of like attacks on that. Yeah, I found it pretty good. So that was the 3 games I've been playing.
And
Lovely.
it sounds like it just would have been better if it was just you bought the game and you watched a 4-hour anime and then that was that. To be honest with you.
I could have just subscribed to Crunchyroll and watched season 1 and the movie. Maybe that
There
was
you go. You should have done that.
maybe it would have been longer. I don't know. I don't know which would have been longer, the watching anime and the movie or playing um game. But it was fun. Like I said, I like the Naruto games on like the PS3 360 era. So they were pretty good. It's just I've not played one of them for ages, and if I picked up one of them now, it would be based on the current Naruto run. I would not have a Scooby Doo. Well, at least this starts with like episode, the first season, episode 1, and I can go, okay, I know what's going on here with the terms of the story, and that's why I picked this. And it looked good when you've, like I said, what's coming out this week. It's looked good when it came to like PS4, 360, and Xbox One, and Switch version. I heard was like a pretty decent port. So I had a voucher as well, so I picked it up on the old switcheroo.
Very nice. And I presume, Pengy, you're going to tell us you've bought a lot of games.
I have bought a lot of games, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, obviously, I think I said I bought Demon Slayer, finished it, sold it on already. So that was quite a quick one. Then I also picked up, because I think you might have been on at least 2 episodes, me picking up Fire Emblem for the Wii and one of the 3DS ones. I don't know which one it was that I picked up on the 3DS that we would have done on the show. I picked Fire Emblem Awakening up on 3DS, just because obviously I have the other Fire Emblem games. It's starting to creep up in price as well. I got it for an okay price for what it is. I have seen it more expensive than what I paid for it, so I got that.
We're defining as an okay price here, Chris.
It was 25 quid instead of 30 quid.
So it wasn't like one of your like £100 shenanigans.
No. Like I said, it's going up in price. It's going for like over 30 now on like eBay, and you look in CX. So when I saw it for 25, I thought I will get that, and it goes into my little Fire Emblem collection, which is, starting to get slightly bigger. So I got that for the 3DS. Also picked up Codename Steam for the 3DS because it was 2 quid. And, good. Again, it's from Intelligent Systems, so there's that Fire Emblem connection there. If you really want to go for that one. Then I picked up a bunch of Wii U games. And this is sort of by, well, not accident, because obviously I bought them, but I was looking, because Bayonetta 3 is coming to the Switch. I was looking to see how much Bayonetta 2 was on the Switch, and it's 40 quid everywhere, basically. And then if you can find it with the DLC code for Bayonetta 1, you're looking 60, maybe even more than that. And then the very next day, I saw Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. And so I was like, I'm just going to pick them up for the Wii U. So I now have Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. And in the same shop, I also picked up Pokken Tournament on the Wii U, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario 3D World. And because basically they only had the 7 Wii U games, they're like, oh, you're going to leave us with these 2? And I was like, yeah, but I don't really want them. They're like, we're doing like buy one get one free. It's a quid. So I've also got FIFA 13 and Your Shape Fitness Evolve 2013 because they're basically 50p each.
Oh, Your Shape Fitness Evolve, Peggy. I'm intrigued for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you that one, Penny. That's
when's the stream of that?
I don't know when we're having the stream of that. So like I said, I picked up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good ones, and then like I said, I would have left them with FIFA and Your Shape Fitness, and like, you buy FIFA, or you can have your shape for free, or the other way around. Either one of them is marked as a quid. So, like I said, you could even say it's 50p per game.
How much did you pay for this, Bengi?
So I think I paid for the Wii U games and Codename Steam was 30.
Right.
Which, like I said, Bayonetta 2 is 40 quid on Switch at the moment. And if you tried to find it with Bayonetta 1, it's like 60. So
Cheeky.
yeah, and obviously there's Fire Emblem in there as well, but that was 25 quid on its own. And then I also bought some Vita games, because who doesn't love some Vita games? So I got Batman and Blackgate on Vita, obviously. Tukadin, Age of Demons, and Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. No, not Blitz, Splits, sorry. So I got them on the Vita, which I think now means I have 101 Vita games. I think. Might be wrong, but that's how many I think I got. And I also picked up on the PS4 Dissidia Final Fantasy NT.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then there's actually this, I just thought there's another one that isn't in this picture, and that's Soul Hackers 2 on the PS4 as well.
So you got lots of games you're not going to play. Is that what I'm hearing, Bengi?
Yeah, yes, I have lots of games that I'm not going to play. Some of them I have played before, I just wanted it in the collection. And you can never turn away Vita games you don't own. So you got to get Vita games you don't own.
Yeah, Craig's often known for not turning away Vita games you don't own. That right, Craig?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I don't own them and I don't plan to play them, I don't know why I wouldn't buy them, to be honest with you.
Jesus. Well, is that everything then, Penny? Is everything you bought?
Yes.
Everything you've so lovely. Well, another successful week of Chris Pengellying. Just general Chris Pengellying, I think. It's just anime madness and wasting money, which is
Yeah. 3 Japanese games, 2 based on anime, and lots of Japanese games. It's
well,
what do you have CD'd?
Well, thankfully, in the complete contrast, I haven't bought any Japanese games, Pinky. So the games that I've purchased since we last did this podcast, I bought Hidden Agenda on disc because it was £2, which is a PlayLink game. Me and my partner have been playing the Knowledge is Power PlayLink games. So we figured why not play the Hidden Agenda. It's very similar to As Dusk Falls, Craig. It's that type of game. You each have but you can use the decisions on the phone like As Dusk Falls. So me and my partner just sit and play.
I told someone in work to play that because they've just recently played. I think they played Man of Medan and Until Dawn, and I was like, "Oh, you obviously got the other Dark Picture games." And I was like, "There's Hidden Agenda on PS4, and no one ever talks about it." And it was like, "It's pretty good as well. And it's mostly really cheap." So.
Yeah, because I think on Amazon it was still like 20 quid, and then me and my partner went shopping, and we were like, "Oh, we'll see if they've got it," and it was £2. We were like, "Okay, £2 for." Sure, why not? While I was in there, I also picked up a copy of Shadow of Mordor because I've been wanting to replay that, and I don't actually own that on anything. Like I have Shadow of War, but I was like, I want to play Shadow of Mordor again. It was £4, so that's £6 on games.
Oh, 6. See, I was going on to because I got to bring up in every topic. Humble Bumble's got a deal on the moment of Steam games, and that's one of them. And I was like, that is playable on the Steam Deck. I was like, I've never played that. I haven't bought the bundle as of yet, but I was tempted.
Well, Pinky, unlike you, I've been able to resist the Steam Deck, as I actually got an email about it today, but I'm not going to get one because what's the point? I own enough places to play games. So yeah, I picked those up on PS4, obviously. I picked up, the big game I've been playing is F1 Manager. I've been playing it on my PS5, and boys, it could well be my game of the year because it's just so addictive. Because it sounds boring, and it kind of is boring, but it's also not boring. It's such a sim, it just like sucks you in. You just want to like build the next part and then tweak the practice settings and then get a new driver, and it's greatness. I wish I hadn't picked Williams because they're rubbish. Like actually rubbish. Like I haven't come close to getting into Q3 yet, let alone getting any points, but we'll go. There might be a different save, but yeah. Still fun. I'm doing a second playthrough of Miles Morales because I want to get the platinum, so I'm doing the New Game Plus at the moment. I'm still playing Horizon Forbidden West. On Xbox, I've gone back to my love, that is WRC9, because it works really well on my Series X. And I started some Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is also pretty fun. But as I've said to Craig previously, you do need quite a bit of time to play that game, just to get into it. So it's not had a lot of love at the minute.
Big boy.
Yeah, and the problem is that the weekends are obviously I'm working Monday to Friday 9 to 5 at the moment, and the weekends have been taken up by, obviously I have a partner, so I have to give her some love and attention. And that's really what my weekends have been. So that's why we've played a lot of games together. Unfortunately, Yakuza Like a Dragon is not one of those games. So, but I think I'll get to it eventually. Again, it's one of those things. Game Pass is a dangerous mistress, because every time you think you're done, they just go, oh, actually, why don't we just put another 20 games out? And you're like, okay, it's going to be one of those, is it? But yeah, Game Pass is a dirty little temptress, isn't it? So, but yeah, that's all I bought. That's all I've played. In terms of what I want to play, obviously we put session 1 of Resident Evil Village up on the channel. So next time me and Craig's schedules line up, we'd like to do some more of that. And yeah, I just want to kind of finish more games, really. I mean, I've been doing really well this year on improving my completion percentage across all my platforms. So it's just a case of just improving that, really. Like I want to get the platinum for F1 Manager. I want to get the platinum for Miles Morales. Like, I want to get some completions on Xbox. I've got quite a few PS4 games I want to get through, some PS5 games. I've still got PS Plus. So yeah, it's been a fun year so far, and I think it's going to keep being fun. As for next game I'm going to purchase, it's either going to be God of War or Sonic Frontiers, I suspect. But we'll see.
They come out like on the same day.
It's an easy decision, Dave.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But which version of Sonic do I want, Craig? That's really the thing.
Exactly. I'm going to say it now, Dave. I'm going to declare this. You're the Dreamcast guy on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm the only one that supported it when it came out. You're right.
You're the only one that Dreamcast has left.
Mm-hmm.
If you betray the Dreamcast and get God of War instead of Sonic, then that is it, I think.
I think the likelihood is I'll buy both, but I mean, I've never let Sonic down, so why would I continue to let him down? You know,
I mean, you can't let the Dreamcast down, Dave.
I can't let the dream die.
Just can't.
No, I can't let the dream die. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited for Sonic Frontiers, because it's going to be one or the other, isn't it? Like, it's either going to be the most hilarious meme game of all time, or it's going to be genuinely fun. So it's yeah, and like
the 2D stuff on it looks quite good. The actual levels look quite good.
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah,
it's the Sonic problem, to be honest with you. All jokes aside, they always do. Like, you play Sonic Unleashed and you think, oh, the Sonic levels are good, and then for some reason you're a werewolf playing a bad beat 'em up, and you're like, I can't believe they've done this. But yeah, I'm quite excited. Sonic Frontiers is one of those, like, God of War is one of those games that is going to be unreal. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's also a game that I'm like, I could play it at Christmas when I get my 2 weeks off at Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, it can wait. Can Sonic wait? I don't think Sonic can wait. You've got to go fast, Craig. So it's yeah.
Yeah, and you've obviously forgot the big one. That same week. That's Pokemon.
I am so done with Pokemon, Pinky. Like, I'm so done with it. Like, I've got no interest in Pokemon at all. Like, I've never been this uninterested in Pokemon. Like, to be honest with you, like, Sword and Shield was kind of Arceus, I haven't got to, and I was so burnt out after the Diamond and Pearl remakes that I'm just kind of like, you know what, Nintendo, like, you can wait. I mean, the Switch is not getting played a whole lot in my house. I played a little bit of Mario Kart the other night, but I mean, that's really it. Like, it's not, you know, it's just not doing it for me.
I mean, I only played Arceus, I know, but I'm like, I don't know how, Chris, you can sit here and genuinely be like, oh, I'm so excited for more Pokemon. Like, God.
Yeah, there's been even a tweet of like leaked, well, not leaked because it's Pokemon company itself were teasing something. I was like, oh, what Pokemon is coming? Yeah, so it's gonna be weird. Like, whatever episode that's gonna be, you're gonna be like the host Craig or whatever, and you'll be like, oh, so how's God of War? And we're both gonna be like, no, I'm playing Pokemon, and Dave's gonna be like, I'm playing Sonic.
You're damn right.
And you're gonna be like, you're both weird.
No, Craig will understand Sonic. Craig knows my love of the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
So it's like, and how I've never let them down. So it's just like, the thing with, like I said, the thing with God of War that's not even its problem is it's like, it's gonna be great, no matter when you play it. But Sonic could be absolutely awful when it comes out, and you can't miss that kind of content, Pinky.
No.
You know? Also, I think God of War will actually get cheap fairly quick because the PlayStation games tend to, whereas weirdly Sonic games don't. Like I saw that Sonic, they're asking like 20 quid for Sonic Forces still, and 22 quid for Sonic Mania, and it's like, oh, you know, and how much is that
Sonic
Origin collection?
Frontiers the Balan Wonderland of this year?
No,
is-
I think it's
that's already come out. That's called Chocobo GP.
to be honest with you, I think it's better. I think it already looks better than Balan Wonderworld. Like it looks like a somewhat competent
that
video
was
game.
Chris Pingetti's game of the year
But
last night.
Chris Pingetti likes
last
to
year
be a
it
little
is.
bit of a hipster. I think if you played it
Yeah,
now,
Balan Wonder. I did really like Balan
well,
Wonder.
it's on PS Plus, Pengy. So play it on your PS4 and let me know.
I've already played it on Xbox.
Yeah, but you hate Xbox.
No.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
That's why you want
And
a Steam
actually,
Deck.
you just reminded me when you said Switch, I did play some Splatoon 3 Splatfest as well.
Another game I can't be asked with. I think I've just completely burnt out with Nintendo. I think
Yeah.
it's, and Craig knows because obviously he didn't play Nintendo for what, like 20 years. Like it's just kind of all the same. Like you just need to stop every now and then. I've never been, like Nintendo's never been my main thing, so it's kind of like, yeah, I can wait another like 5 years to play a different type of game, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. My Switch is already falling so far down the pecking order. It's getting the old PS4 treatment already. I don't even know what's happened. I don't know what's happened, boys. It started bright like the PS4 did, and then it's just I haven't barely played it. Barely played it recently.
I mean,
Played a couple of demos.
For you with the Switch, it's going to be Breath of the Wild, either the first one or the second one. When there's a gap. Now the problem is there's just never a gap in Game Pass.
This is what killed the PS4 Game Pass, the non-ending gap. There's never a gap, Dave. Where's the gap?
But I suppose Nintendo can always just pull a Mario Kart 9 and you can be like, yeah, okay, I'll play Mario Kart. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the one thing. Where it's like, I'll buy Mario Kart. Like I'll buy Mario Kart if they put out Mario Kart. Like it'll all will be forgiven if I see Mario Kart 9. You know? So it's like, okay, or like a new Mario game, or like a new I guess Breath of the Wild 2 like I probably will play next year if it comes out next year. So it's like we'll see. But yes, that was episode 50. It's just a bit of a catch up. We will hopefully have more structure next week, but we will see. I make no promises. Like I said, most weekends I'm very busy now, so we need to find a better weekday solution. What I really need is you two to start working Monday to Friday 9 to 5. That's really what we need to be doing. I think for the good of the podcast, I think that's what you should be thinking about, boys. So get on that. But yeah, if you let us know in the chat what you've been playing, what you've been buying, what you were interested in Pengy talking about next week. Obviously Pengy has got so much to talk about. He could do his own podcast at this point, talking about all his games he's bought, and maybe he should. If you want Pengy to do it, let know. 20 likes and Pengy will do a physical month of pickup videos, right?
Yeah, I will keep my games on one stack and like this is what I got for the month of September.
Yeah,
maybe I'll do that because it's from September. It's like a couple of days away. So all the games I buy physical September.
There you go. Get us to 20 likes.
I've got it. Yeah. The title of the series is just going through Pengy's drawers.
Yeah.
The Drawers of Doom from Chris Pengelly.
The Drawers of Doom.
Why did he let the Dreamcast die?
Oh, that's a documentary.
That's a documentary. That's
a no clip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big funded. That's Craig going behind the scenes, talking to people from Pengy's childhood, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, thank you for watching, listening, and all that, and we'll see you in the future.
Bye.